insane because they're actually the same person. So let's hope that it's not lancerx versus Must. It's lancerx versus Zaraki, a PvZ, and it's gonna be on Moonglaive. Ooh, so we'll get to see this map. I'll talk a bit more about it once we get in game actually, so I can actually reveal the map and show you guys. But of course, both these players very, very high level. lancerx, I think, you know, like A minus ish, and Zaraki's like B plus, maybe A. I don't know if Zaraki's actually gotten A minus. He's like BP plus, but pretty solid players. So yeah, here we go into the game.
Looking forward to seeing some high level PvC here. All right, so here we go. We've got Zaraki as the red Zerg in the bottom right corner. We've got Draw floating off his command center into the bottom left corner. And we have lancerx in the top position as the blue Protoss.
And Draw has been ejected from the game.
Poor guy, he was only in here for just 20 seconds.
I wonder why he was in here. I guess neither player had the map or something. Anyway. Oh, look at Zaraki. Ever being good-mannered. See, if Zaraki was a Korean player in this situation, you would immediately assume he was cheesing. But in this case, it's just Zaraki being a nice guy.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
it's
these
the
mind games.
But yeah, let's see if lancerx falls for it. He's just going to go for a Pioneer's Natural. He's not going to do anything clearly. But you wanted to say something about the map.
Yeah, so let me just reveal the map here. I mean, Moonglaive, I guess not as many people might be familiar with it. I mean, you have a pretty normal main and natural, but the natural does have like a second side entrance here that comes from the third. So you have to be slightly careful with your walls. So you can see this pylon is actually quite far forward. It's going to have to be careful that like Zerglings can't sneak in from the left side, but otherwise it just leads into a regular gas third, and then there's sort of like another fourth gas here. And then the middle is mostly just this giant high ground thingy that's actually like really wide open. So it's not like some maps, like I think the middle of this map is even wider than Jade, like there's more space for flanking and stuff. Definitely. So yeah, I mean it doesn't have too many crazy features besides this sort of second natural entrance. And interesting, you see, this is what I'm talking about, like lancerx, he's walling like really far forward. So this he has to be very careful. Zaraki's not typically a player who goes for cheesy Zergling strategies, but it's definitely possible on this map.
Yeah, I would actually say that lancerx got the unlucky spawns, because if Zaraki was at the bottom left position instead, he could entirely wall off this bottom entrance and just expand towards the left, expand towards this opponent. And yeah, just entirely wall off the entrance he's now put his forge at.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I see what you mean. But doesn't that like make army movement a little bit buggy though, because they have to walk through all these like narrow places? I don't know.
I think you can just rally to the third base and they should walk fine.
Okay, that's interesting. Did not think of that.
But yeah, he got the less lucky spawns. He's gonna have to go through the center, and Zaraki should be pretty pleased with his spawn location.
And he's got a few Zerglings out. I'm pretty sure this was an overpull from Zaraki. Pretty standard ZVP nowadays. And he's gonna see, wow, 2 cannons already being made here from lancerx. Looks like lancerx is gonna do pretty much what you described anyway. Gonna build the gateway to the left here. I think there's enough space to the right of the forge to let Dragoons out anyway though, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah. And I'm not sure exactly how you would build a full wall off. I think you could actually 2-gate, and that would be a full wall off.
Interesting. Oh, here's the block. Hello. Alright, nice. Wow, why are there so many red dots on the map? Okay, that's an Overlord. 1 pro being chased by a Zergling. And the third base of Zaraki taken at another natural. Yep.
That makes sense. So yeah, actually, lancerx could still do the same thing and just focus on attacking the third base of Zaraki, so...
It's actually interesting to me that the 4th base, like in the line, is actually a gas base on this map. On a lot of maps, more recent maps, you would see like mineral onlys. One of these bases would be a mineral only. So for a 3-player map, this actually has a decent amount of gas.
Yeah, I think that would... Yeah.
It has the same amount of bases as like Fighting Spirit, right? It's got 12 gas bases.
Yeah. And I think this favors Protoss a lot because, yeah, Protoss is generally... The gas for Protoss is way more important than for Zerg, I would say.
Yeah.
Just for getting those high Templars.
Yeah. Well, I think the way I would phrase it would be like, you can't have too much gas in PvZ because you can just make more Archons. It's
Yeah.
like not a thing, you know? It's not like Zergs where you can just have too much gas and there's no way you can spend it because you don't have minerals. For Protoss, it's like, oh, I got too much gas? Well, let's make like 5 Archons and there goes my gas.
Yeah, exactly. So we see lancerx scaling up with a Zealot. But it's not probably not going to see much. Zerglings are here to intercept. It's going to try and walk back, but the Zergling should be able to grab it.
And, oh, wait. Oh, he's trying to run home.
Is he going to make it? The probe's going to come on, and that's actually very clever. He's
Distraction. Nice. He's like, go probe, go take the hit. And the probe's just a robot, so it can't even refuse. It's like, beep boop, okay. It's like a sad meow.
Aww. Poor probe. Yeah, artificial life forms aren't really considered life yet, I guess.
Sad.
Yeah.
Probes are people too, guys.
Yeah. So probe's going to scout the fort base, going to realize that nothing fancy's going on. Zaraki's just going for a very standard build, and lancerx will be delighted to see that most likely. He's going to know that he doesn't need to build additional cannons and worry about Hydra busts and stuff like that.
Now, one thing I like that lancerx has done is he's built a Dragoon second from his gateway, so he went 1 Zealot, 1 Dragoon, and that lets the Dragoon come out fast enough to actually kill this Overlord. That's actually quite a big win. A lot of Zergs, well, some Zergs will actually be careful about that and move their Overlord out early, but you can notice, like, there's actually a lot of room in the main base, so it's actually hard for the Overlord to actually have time to escape. So that's a pretty nice little win there for lancerx. I assume the Overlord saw everything it needed to already. There was the Stargate making Corsairs.
Zergling's starting to grab the Zealot right here. And looks like he might be able to do it, but he's not focusing right now and just going to run back. And 2 Lynx died without much to show for it.
Yeah, got some damage off. It's just one of those random skirmishes in the beginning. Looks like the Corsair is out now as well. Gonna go see what it can see in the Zerg base. Nothing too interesting here. The Spire's about to finish, so the Scourge should be out in time to stop a second Overlord from dying. Meanwhile, the Zealot's poking out again here. I like that lancerx is being quite aggressive at the front, because basically you're denying the Zerg information if you push these Zerglings far back. If you leave a lot of dark area here, it means that you could potentially move out with some kind of speed lot attack, and the Zerg would have less time to react, which is quite nice.
Yeah. And Zaraki doesn't have any vision on the fort base either, so he doesn't know if lancerx is taking it or not. So that's very good information denial by lancerx. Meanwhile, Zaraki's going for a very standard build. It's going 3-hatch Spire into 5-hatch Hydra, which is pretty much the cookie cutter build of all CVP.
It's interesting because, nowadays a lot of Zergs will take the 4th main base, like super duper fast and just turtle up, but Zaraki's actually going to be a bit more active on the map here with these earlier Hydras. Possibly because it's a little bit, I don't know, well, I was going to say it's a little bit harder to wall because of the second entrance, but I mean, he's walled that 3rd base pretty well, and the natural's not too bad. So he definitely still could have done it, but he's opting to be a little bit more active here, which makes the game more exciting at least.
Yeah, I kind of like it because of that second entrance as you've mentioned, and yeah, it's just gonna, like, Protoss has the same problem as well, so they're gonna try to go for some more aggressive strategies in general as well, and you can see lancerx making more gateways as he's trying to move into the 3rd base, but gets rejected.
Oh, speed is finished though, but he's still not going to commit, interestingly enough. I think if he really wanted to, I think he could have gone for this. I'm pretty sure the Zealots could walk through there and attack the Sunken Colony. But probably a good idea not to, considering Zaraki did go for these Hydras, and this Zealot force would just get wiped out as soon as the Hydra reinforcements came in.
Yeah, it depends on how the Zealots glitch out, but here we go. The Zealots are still moving in now with the single goon. Gonna try and get some surface areas, gonna surround the Sunken, moving in, they're attacking the Hydras, the drones are fighting, trying to repel these Zealots, and I'm not sure it's gonna be able to hold here.
Oh man, this is actually not looking good at all for Zaraki. I'm surprised there weren't more Hydras coming from the natural. Looks like they're coming over now, but they're really, really slow. This is quite far away. I mean, he's gonna save all the buildings here at least, but losing a decent number of Hydras and of course losing a lot of mining time with these drones. Looks like
focus on a booster chamber. He should definitely focus on one of the buildings, but no, he doesn't really focus anything, so now he's gonna have to fight the Hydras.
Wow, he's actually just gonna run up and engage it. Look at these speedlots, they're not afraid of anything. They got +1 attack, and this is actually correct by lancerx. He will win the engagement if Zaraki decides to fight. One Hydra actually getting stuck in the back. Wow, interestingly, Zaraki actually microed him around nicely. So
yeah, I'm not sure that was really a good choice, because he's giving Zaraki a lot of time to build up more Hydras. And he's not really killing anything in the meantime.
Oh man, but he's going back in here, and Zaraki pulled back really, really far. So he could definitely lose the hatchery now. Even now, he's right-clicked the hatchery, and he's got so many Zealots. The hatchery goes down so fast. Oh god, this is horrible for Zaraki.
Yeah, but he needs to trade well with these health now. If they are all just going to die without killing anything, then Zaraki's going to have a large army advance. It looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. The Hydras are killing all these healths without losing almost anything. So lancerx is going to have a very small army very soon.
Indeed he will. 5 Zealots just going to try and buy some time chilling up there. Looks like Zaraki's going to completely ignore them and go straight for the counterattack. Are the High Templars ready though? That is the question. Looks like Storm is only halfway done. No High Templars even in production, but a DT, 2 DTs are queued up here. And is there an Overlord? There is an Overlord coming over though, so that's not going to do too much. Yeah,
and the Hydras are moving in right now. There's 25 Hydras on the map. It's starting to move in. It's going to target down the cannons and the force. The wall is actually working against the Zealots right now. They can't get any surface area on the Hydras. Very well done by Zaraki, intentionally placing Hydras at the gaps so the Zealots can't move through.
Oh man, he actually needs to protect this Overlord though, because there is a DT or 2 DTs on the way. He actually really needs to kill the Corsair. Oh wow, there's actually more Corsairs in the back. So even though this is doing a lot of damage, I think the DTs are going to save his life.
Yeah, but the Hydra should still be able to do some damage if he goes in and targets down probes. He's going to do just that right now. Targeting down 1 probe, targeting another probe. But the DTs are trying to block the ramp, but they didn't get it. And 3 Hydras get into the main base, and even more do now.
Wow, the Hydra's just walking straight in, but the DT is obviously going to make short work of them. Oh god, there's even a cannon there as well, so the Hydras just don't know what to do. Oh, he doesn't even get the Forge either.
Damn. Actually, very good defense by lancerx. He knew exactly what he had to do. He knew his army was too small. So had to think up a trick, and the trick worked very well.
Oh, Zaraki committing to the Forge. He is going to get it, but at the cost of a lot of Hydras.
Oh, single drone moves in.
He's still got a rally point here.
Yeah. Build a hatchery. Come on, build a hatchery. You can do it. Manor hatch.
Meanwhile, of course, is actually killing all the Overlords here at the bottom left. That could be quite problematic if the DTs come down here. The DTs are coming down here, 3 DTs, but it looks like the Overlord, the one Overlord does survive. But the problem is DTs actually, in a straight-up fight, are no slouches either. They will actually 2-shot Hydras once they have their +1 upgrade.
The Hydras are moving back, trying to get some better area to engage the DTs on, but the Overlord's going to get targeted down, and the expansion will be denied once again.
Oh man, this is actually really bad. Zaraki did some nice damage at the natural, but he lost his entire 3rd base now to the DT counter, and there are 4 High Templars now in the natural expansion. It looks like the Forge being rebuilt as well, but with Psionic Storm, there's no way for another counter for Zaraki. So Zaraki actually also supply blocked at 45 of 43. He was ahead in supply after that attack, but he basically lost it all to the DTs, which is really bad.
Yeah, he needs to think of some kind of trick here. I think he needs to either check up to the fighters, get a plague on all these zealots or something, but he needs to do something that's extremely cost efficient, because right now lancerx is just ahead in every way.
Yeah, what does Zaraki have? He's getting another Evo. Oh man, he's so far behind. He's actually going to retake or take a 3rd at the close 3rd instead. All the buildings are now dead. He could actually maybe cheekily build a drone from that last larva before it dies. Man, that larva's running really far away.
Oh, lurker drop. He's going for lurker drops, and that's actually an even
Wait, the larva ran off the creep and it didn't die. What? This larva just ran off creep and it didn't die. Is that like an observer bug or a replay bug? That was so weird. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I missed an engagement in the middle of the map because that was just like so bizarre.
Oh, I missed it. I don't see the larva.
It's okay. It's completely irrelevant in the long term.
But I kind of want to see it now. But the lurkers are borrowing. He's going to be able to fend off Lance. Lance is going to have to take up 2 observers before he can move out and really try to kill Zaraki.
Yep, and as you say, going for the lurker drops is definitely a way to come back in this game. He's also praying that that 3rd base doesn't get scouted because it's fairly undefended now, although he does have pretty short route up, walk up to defend that. Meanwhile, Predos getting his own close 3rd base. Man, can somebody tell me that I'm not crazy and that larva actually just walked around on the map like it was nothing? Like, it definitely just happened. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Zaraki, he's got to defend the base. Wow, he cancels!
Again.
What? He could have definitely defended that.
I think the arm was a little bit too far out of position. He had the arm
man.
to really defend it, but it just wasn't in the right position. We're going to need to drop some lurkers very soon. If you drop some behind the main mineral line, you could actually have a great burrow spot there and kill a lot of pros potentially.
Indeed, indeed. Let's see what he goes for. I think drop, or rather, yeah, drop and speed I think should both be finished now.
Yeah, he definitely got, he already got speed and there was an upgrade going on, so I'm pretty sure that was drop.
Oh, wow, he's actually not just going to do lurker drop, he's just going to doom drop the main. Oh
boy.
my god, the Protoss army is in the middle of the map, but look at this, such an easy Dune drop because there's only a tiny gap between the main and the rest of the map. This is really smart map play by Zaraki. It's unfortunate he didn't bring the rest of the Overlords there.
But he knows, he's already moving back into the main base. He knows he's scouted it somehow.
No, wait. No, he's moving back out again.
Oh, what?
He's moving back out. Oh, there's a distraction play at the third?
Oh,
man, my god.
That's a really good distraction play, but there's still a lot of army here. There's a Lurker drop right on top of it. It could do lots of damage still.
The drop is going in, but as soon as he drops, he's going to get blanketed with storms. Oh my god, he's just storming the Overlords. He's got to dodge it. He's going to drop on the probe line, but everything is clumps. It might just be worth storming this, even though... Oh god!
Sibal!
Wow, okay. I mean, he got the Lurkers. I don't know if that was worth it. Zaraki actually ended up not dropping most of the units.
Yeah, it's 28 probes to 33 drones right now, but still hurting a lot for bases. And the army, the standing army of lancerx is just really strong right now.
Interestingly, Zaraki building some defensive sunkens just in case there's a big counterattack, but he's also got the Lurker set up on this high ground ramp. This is the one annoying thing, is that out of the natural, the main entrance, there's only like this one, not that wide ramp. Oh no, I'm sorry, there's actually a second ramp on the side, but again, it's basically upwards ramps, like reverse ramps that the Zerking's Lurker continue. So you can walk the long way around the third, but it's just super duper annoying. And here we go. Zealot's trying to move up here, but not really going to do anything. Again, though, they can move around the side.
Yeah, but what lancerx really needs right now is Dragoons. He's got an army that's really strong, set lots of Zealots, lots of High Templars, but it's just lacking a means to really engage these Lurkers.
Indeed, indeed.
Oh, 2DTs try to sneak out, but they get sniped.
Nicely done. I'm just trying to see why. Okay, looks like finally some Dragoons on the way. Wow, Dragoon range super duper late here. This is actually a mistake by lancerx. The normal Dragoon timing should be much faster than this.
Yeah.
And also he should have known Zaraki would try something crazy like this to come back in the game. So getting the faster goons with the obs would have been the much safer thing to do. But 4 Zealots are sneaking down the left side to perhaps counterattack, maybe deny this this third base of Zaraki, which is, by the way, like quite far from by ground from actually his natural. So those 4 Zealots could actually potentially force a cancel here. So even though Zaraki's got the nice contain, he just can't really get an economy going. He's actually still down a base technically against the Protoss.
Yeah, and he's got Hive underway, which is going to be on 2 geysers if he doesn't save his hatchery right now. So I'm not sure how much he's really going to be able to do with that.
Oh my god, you see the Hive just have to walk so far to come down to this base. The hatchery is in serious trouble. I think he's just going to lose it. Yeah, he's just going to lose this. Wow.
No way he can save it. And oh my god, this is really bad for Zaraki. He's got a nice drone count. He's up to 33 drones, which is okay. I mean, it's not great, but it's okay. But he doesn't have any bases to really put them on. And you look at the natural and how oversaturated it is drone-wise, and it's just bad news bears for Zaraki right now.
Bad news bears indeed. I think this Protoss army, well, yeah, there's only 3 Lurkers here. If there were like 3 more Lurkers, this would actually still be pretty hard to break. But with only 3 Lurkers here, I think lancerx can probably just man mode it and just smash it, or just go around the
side. Or
side.
you can just say I don't care and just go to the right.
Yep, either way. And one Lurker can just kill itself. Oh wait, no, they'll stay alive. Okay.
So lancerx is gonna try and take the slow way, gets 1 whiff and 1 gets
He just missed the borrowed Lurker, nice. Oh, we got the other one though. Of course, 1 storm and 1 Dragoon shot does kill a Lurker, but do we have another drop going in the top left? We do, we have a 5 Lurker drop. To be honest, I think those would have been better as part of the contain, but he's actually going for the drop here. And he's going to drop in cannon range. No, he's going to go after the natural. Now, the natural, though, has 2 cannons in it as well. Looks like the few Lurkers are just being sacrificed there, while the Hydra army is in just kind of a weird position in the middle of the map. But here we go. Actually, the dual Lurker drop. Oh, but he goes over cannons.
And the other 3 Lurkers are being dropped into the natural right now. Or are they going to go into the main? I'm not really sure yet. Looks like he's going to go into the natural here. And he might get a lot of probes. Depends on how much lancerx is paying attention. He's pulling his probes right now.
Okay.
Oh! That was a very nice hit. Very nice hits there, Lurkers.
Hits a nice hit, but he dropped them in like all in cannon range, so I'm not 100% convinced by that drop. Although actually lancerx's probe count is really low right now. Wow. Holy moly.
Yeah, it's down to 37 probes, but Zaraki's still hurting a lot more in economy. He's got the Hive complete now. Does he have any hive tech yet? I don't think see any hive tech yet.
Oh god, he's got pure Hydra against a pretty high number of High Templars. Whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5...
11 High Templars.
That is many High Templars.
Servers.
But it doesn't even matter because there's no lurkers on the field.
Yeah, but here's the engagement. Lots of storms going down. Not entirely the way you want them to, but... Okay, here we go. Engagement's coming in. lancerx definitely got the leads, getting a lot of good storms off on the Hydras. 27 Hydras left. More storms going down, and not sure Zaraki can stop this this massive Protoss.
Wow, but look at how close that was. lancerx doesn't come out with that many more units because Zaraki did an amazing spread of his Hydras. It just showed how many High Templar there were that he could actually just storm every single flank that Zaraki was trying to pull. Like every small group of 2 Hydras just got stormed regardless. So even though Zaraki had a really, really nice arc there, it didn't really matter. And I think that's going to be the game here. Yeah, GG from Zaraki.
And lancerx will take the game and move on.
Wow, that positioning at the end by Zaraki, that was really, really good. It's just unfortunate he was so far behind already.
Yeah, definitely. But I like his strategy. I like what he went for. The lurk Hydra up was definitely the right way to go about it.
So nice attempted comeback there by Zaraki. I think, man, I'm just thinking back. So he basically effectively lost the game when he lost that 3rd base super early on.
Yeah.
And I'm quite surprised that happened because it wasn't like he was playing one of those turtle strategies where he had no units to reinforce the base with. He was actually playing Hydras. He just got the timing a little bit wrong. And of course the distance between the bases was actually quite far. So he just lost it that way, but
Yeah, he had too many Hydras in his natural, not enough Hydras in his
yeah.
base.
And the thing is, usually you'd expect the Protoss to go for your 3rd anyway, so you should be prepared to run straight over there.
Especially in his positions, it makes more sense for Protoss to engage the 3rd base.
Yeah, yeah. Well, our next game is going to be a ZVT. It's going to